That was a little bit weird, wasn't it? So, this is not a rant. Just trying to figure out what I want to do essentially with the channel going forward. And other than a few videos that I've already done and a couple reviews I've done, I'm really not getting kind of the urge to do a lot of that really anymore. I just find, unless you're doing a rant about a big band, say Metallica or something, that you're not going to get the views. And even when you get the views, they may not be a lot. And that's fine, because I'm really not worried, I guess, so much about the views. But I find if you're not putting, if you're not trying to make this like a full-time thing, it's really hard to get going, and it's really hard to, stay motivated. And I know some people could be like, well, you could just do whatever. Yeah, and that's all well and good, but I've got one band currently on the go, and I'm working on a second one, and eventually I'd like to start picking up my guitar again and seeing if these will actually allow me to do anything. Now, am I going to do anything with it? I don't know. Am I going to buy an electric? I don't know. I mean, I'd like to. I would love to have a guitar kicking around the house just to kind of sit and fiddle with. But, I think at the end of the day, it's just like, sometimes it takes more for me to kind of prime myself up to come down here into the basement and do these videos. And I know it seems kind of selfish of me, but there are just days when I get home from work and I don't want to do nothing. And I gotta, the band's chat's usually going. Sometimes it's nonstop. Sometimes it's just almost all day, 2 or 3 times a week, and trying to make sure this is good and that's good, and listening to mixes, and here we are again, kind of stuck on Orange Face till who knows when. I'm thinking it's going to be at least till mid-December. I'm trying to have some form of positivity about this. So I think what I'm going to do, I was supposed to have done a review for Graves of the Abyss, and it's got nothing to do with the music. It's just got to do with me, spending because it's not that I don't have the ability to sit down and listen to it, because I do. But there's been so much new music. I'm trying to get into that. Plus, I'm trying to spend time with the family. I'm trying to somewhat get out and about to get things I need for my house. Groceries being one of them. And yeah, I'm yawning a little bit, but guess what? Too fucking bad. I don't care. It's Sunday. So I'm pretty much doing almost nothing. I mean, I've done some, done a little bit of laundry, and I've done some dishes and all that jazz. But, and I mean, you can sit there and make fun of me in the comments all you want. I don't care. I guess I'm just at the point now where I almost don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? If I had more of an ability to have better videos, have some things pop up in corners, which they obviously aren't. This is super rare. And I mean, I know there are guys out there that are just putting out content like crazy. And then there's nothing wrong with that. You get some guys that'll put out videos every so often, but the big problem I have with some guys' channels is that you can't get notifications for these guys. And that's frustrating. That's literally frustrating. Some of the guys in the VC that just, because of this whole COPA thing, it's not allowing you to get, you're not allowed to click the bell. And I find that's That's garbage. I find that's massively garbage. I just hate it. I absolutely hate it. You know, YouTube's kind of ruining a lot of that stuff for me, and luckily I can go on and find some things, but no, I can't find it, everything. So obviously my channel will still be here to watch videos and stuff, because I like to comment and stuff on some things. But I will show new music that I got, and I did get some yesterday. So update aside, I'm going to do this part of it because it's what I do. It's what I do like to do. Now, if for some reason there's a bunch of videos that pop up for me, it's probably mostly music acquisitions, and that's probably what I think I'm going to eventually stick to. It's just whatever new records I get. So if you don't see stuff from me for a while, that's probably it, or whatever have you. And I mean, I'm just, like I said, I haven't even got to listen to the full Killer Be Killed record yet. And I was going on and on and on and on about that for like, I don't know how long. Every time I turn around, it's like, I can't wait till November. Like, screw my birthday. I don't even care. I mean, I just want the new AC/DC and the new Killer Be Killed, and I haven't even gotten a chance to listen to the new Killer Be Killed in full yet. Front to back, without any skipping or any pauses. Like, this year's been a bit of, it's been a bit of a shit year, and I can't wait till it's done. I'm hoping next year's not near as bad, but for some magical reason, I think it's going to be. So yeah. So without further ado, stopped into Second Spin yesterday, and got rid of some CDs that I no longer wanted. And I thought, I'm going to take a look around, see what's going on. And so my wife got a couple records. My daughter got a little record there, like a little strawberry shortcake thing, because, kids. And I found these 5 cassette tapes. So I'm going to go through each one of these individually. So probably the very first cassette that I even had in my hands at one point. Not owned, mind you, but had in my hand. And since it's basically the record that started my path, AC/DC's Who Made Who. And I'm going to, really quickly, before I get too deep into this, I'm just going to lock my screen here real quick. So that you're not getting the glare off the screen. You'll just get sort of my phone. Yes, Who Made Who? AC/DC. I got pretty well all of these except one for pretty much $7 or under. So I was going through these before I started filming, and other than age, everything looks pretty friggin' pristine, right? Like even these are usually those sides that get beat out the first, or even them holes that get a rip. I remember opening this thing as a kid and just going through it here and just reading every last piece of this, like seeing that it was on the Maximum Overdrive soundtrack, like that to me, like that was like, oh, I have to see that movie. Consequently, I thought it was all right. I mean, I'm not going to go on and on and on about it, but, and then the cassette itself, like, look, it's in pristine friggin' condition, man. Like, I mean, whether you like this band or not, you have to kind of give it up to the guy or girl that previously owned them. Probably just put, really amazing care into it. And I think that's the best part about collectors, is that we put such care into our stuff. And I mean, like some of my CDs, like I got some blanks that are on the floor that I literally am going to take and just chuck them here shortly because I don't need them. When I used to have my CD Walkman, I would carry them and I would make mixes, and that's the one way I'd used to do a lot of it. Now, this next one, this one is more beat up cover wise, but this is the seminal album, Back in Black, with like the older logo there, and a lot of these are pretty much original pressings, if I'm not mistaken. Now, this really kind of shocked me because I didn't think that this came in this color. But it's like an off-white, grayish sort of thing. You know. Side 2. There's side 1. And so I would presume this is an original pressing because whoever owned this wrote 1980 on it. So that's how old this is. And really, for the actual shape that this is in, I mean, you could of course see that it's a little bit beat up here. You know, nothing too drastic. I mean, this here's, you know, I think that's the original way the record come out. Like I said, I've never actually had this or seen this really in cassette form for a lot of things, from a lot of people. And, you know, the actual taping itself is actually pretty good condition too, right? You know. It looks a little worn, but it probably got played a lot. So yeah, like, you can still see all of the writing on here is still legit. Like, side 1 is really, really bold. Side 2 is more or less, you know, it's faded a little bit. But that just goes to show whoever owned this also took care of things, and that's a good thing to do. You know, 1980, literally the year before I was born. Who made who? Now this, I always screw this up. So yeah, this came out in 86, and I was 5 at the time. It was 87 or 88, I think, when I first heard them, I believe. I can't remember. So this one here for me is kind of a rarity. I've never actually physically seen this, and the condition of this is also good. Black Sabbath, Live at Last. You know, older tape. This one is in white. Look at this, pristine condition. You know, like, everything here looks friggin' amazing. Top condition. And look at like, even the jacket itself, or even the cover, like, you know, I feel like if I open this too much, I feel like I'm gonna ruin it. Like, that's how much bend there is from that. Like, it's in pristine friggin' condition, man. So I don't know if this one here was like a reissue or not. I would presume, you know, maybe the actual casing itself is an older one. But still, like, holy crap. Great condition for all this stuff. Another one. Not Back in Black or AC/DC. Zeppelin 4. Zeppelin 4. This is definitely not a reissue or anything. Now, this side here is more worn, and fair enough. You know, that's the side with Misty Mountain Hop 4 Sticks, Rock and Roll Stairway to Heaven. So, well, it says side 2. But this one here actually looks so... Something got messed up here. And so this here, that says side 1. Now, on the actual tape jacket, it says, Black Dog, The Battle of Nevermore, going to California when the levee breaks. But on the tape itself, it shows what side 2 is. Okay, that's even weirder. So, on the actual jacket, side 1 reads, Black Dog, The Battle of Evermore, going to California when the levee breaks. On the actual tape, it's got Black Dog, Rock and Roll, Battle of Evermore, Stairway to Heaven. So I don't know if this is a jacket or a tape issue, or maybe it's just, we're just going to put the songs on it that's on the record. I don't know. This here was manufactured by Columbia House and a division of CBS Records. Yep. And last but not least, Houses of the Holy. Houses of the Holy. Really great condition. Lettering's all there. Now this had the clear tape. So, you know, I don't know how. Writing's all good. Now this one here had a bigger booklet, so I don't know if this is like a repro or if this is exactly how it came. Pretty good condition. I mean, you know, has the song titles, you know, Song Remains the Same, The Rain Song, Over the Hills and Far Away, The Crunge, Dancing Days, Jermaker, No Quarter, The Ocean, you know. Great records. And you know what? I've got these now, so I'm gonna friggin' enjoy these buggers. So yeah. Thank you guys very much, I guess, for tuning in. So I'll go over this, you know. I'll probably throw them in the player here in a little while, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, and go from there and see how things work. Cheers. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the main thing. Like, I'm going to probably stick to doing more, you know, what did I acquire through my, you know, what records did I acquire. And I mean, it's not that I don't want to do reviews anymore. It's just I think part of it is that just I got to get the gumption and I got to get the motivation. But I'm also, as I say, I'm also trying to, you know, do things with the band when we're able to. And I'm trying to get the other one started, and I'm trying to relearn how to play guitar. So life's busy, you know. I mean, the relearning guitar, that's going to depend on these. But I mean, I'm not going to do anything really a whole lot with it. It's mostly going to be, you know, what can I do? Am I able to still do this, or do I have to completely not play it anymore? So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day.